Hello everyone, here's another video lesson for reading and writing skills course. This is lesson 7 of the 8 patterns of development in writing. Previously, we have had narration, description, definition, exemplification and classification, comparison and contrast, and cause and effect. Now for this lesson, for lesson 7, let's have problem solution. In this lesson, you're expected to plan, structure, and write interesting and meaningful paragraphs applying the problem solution pattern in your essays about different topics, issues, or recent developments in various fields. With your previous learning about cause and effect pattern of development, you can readily write a full-blown essay addressing issues that interest you. After answering the why and the what happened, we now move on to the how. How will you do things and how can you resolve issues or concerns around us? This time, you will apply the problem solution pattern of development. For initial activity, read the essay. Identify the problem and solution cited in the passage.
Healing a Child's Stitches and Burns by Emerson T. Armorow. There can be no doubt that a large number of CIFL or children in conflict with the law may commit more juvenile crimes despite the intense effort of teachers, the barangays, the police, and the guidance offices. This poses a huge challenge to government authorities and the whole society as well, since these minors are protected by law and should not be harmed by all means. Basically, while being interrogated upon, these child offenders do not take their case seriously. They sometimes treat their offense as a practical joke similar to an amusing Snapchat or a TikTok moment. Others consider their waywardness as part of their growing up years, their being young, wild and free. And they blend with the other CIFL regulars, thereby establishing an organization of future gangsters. Unfortunately, they are not given the chance to reform their character because they cannot go to jail and should be with their parents' custody within 24 hours. Additionally, some of them turn to substance abuse. There might be two doable solutions to overcome the problem mentioned in the previous paragraphs. The first step would be to give them the opportunity to intensely rehabilitate and provide educational programs suited to their needs and abilities, which will prepare them in the harsh realities of life. It is also equally important that they get the full support and encouragement of their parents and fellow learners. It is reasonable to conclude that education still paves the way for CIFL learners to mend their ways. Furthermore, it is still everybody's responsibility to help them change, to motivate them to change and stay away from temptations that may inevitably arise.
Again, please identify the problem and solution cited in the passage. A problem solution essay presents a problem, usually discussing several aspects of the problem, then concludes by discussing solutions to the problem. The problem may be addressed in the following ways. Effects only. Describe the problem only in terms of its effects. Causes and effects. Outline the causes of the problem and discuss solutions in terms of preventive measures. Extended example. After a topic sentence, illustrate the problem by using an extended example. It may be through a story or an anecdote from your introduction. The solutions may be presented in various ways, and you have to think about which way would be the most appropriate for the particular problem you are discussing. Here are some ways to present solutions. For preventive measures, present ways to prevent the problem from occurring in the first place. For example, how to prevent COVID-19. For a series of steps, suggest the easiest and most obvious solution first, but if that does not work, try something else. For example, if you have a neighbor who does not wear mask nor practice social distancing, you might first talk to him or her. If that does not work, arrange for a mediator. A last resort might be to call the police. For advice, give some advice and helpful hints. A choice of solutions includes solutions that have already been tried, have been unsuccessful, and new solutions which you are proposing. The following transitional devices can help you develop your text. For introduction, nowadays, it is a common trend that society is becoming increasingly concerned about. And for middle section or body, for instance, such as, like, namely. And for conclusion, it may be in conclusion, to conclude, or to sum up. For our next activity, choose a specific problem in your place and try to propose solutions for it. Write your insights in a short paragraph following the problem and solution pattern of development. Make use of correct transitional devices in your text. Be guided by the rubric. Let's check our learning. Arrange the following steps in developing a problem solution text. For additional activities, list down the top 3 problems of millennials today. Then propose possible solutions to each of your identified problem. You can use this as a springboard in writing a problem solution text. Once done with the task, you may send your outputs via email or FB Messenger. Please refer to the details on the screen. Again, please do not forget to like the video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to be informed of the next video lesson. Thank you and God bless!